Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today, man, I have some, I would say, very unsurprising news to share, but even then, it's insane when you hear it, right? Because, like, it's, once again, not surprising. It's something that I definitely am not shocked to hear, but at the end of the day, like, to think somebody could be so stupid, so disgusting, so unable to just like realize, right? Anyway, today we're going to be talking about EDP445, who has been caught once again trying to meet up with a minor. And on top of that, there is now another video that has come out from an alleged victim of EDP445 accusing him of having explicit photos of minors on his phone. It's all bad. It's all bad. That's really the only way I can say this one, man. Like I said, we already kind of knew that EDP445 was a kid liker, okay? He was just going to get a cupcake, guys. Remember that? He was just going to get a cupcake, which is ironic because in the video, Jidion shows up to the whole sting operation in a cupcake outfit. We'll see that in a second, but you just would think, after having your entire life ruined, having your whole online career completely stripped from you, having pretty much everybody who sees you and interacts with you actually hate your fucking guts, you would think that that would be enough for someone to realize, like, yeah, maybe being a pedophile ain't for me, bro. This shit ain't cool. But EDP445, only weeks after putting out a video apologizing for the last incident and claiming he was gonna go seek help so it would never happen again, is now back on the scene. And I just want to say this before we even get into this video or get any further. People like this, in my opinion, deserve to be gone. And you know what I mean when I say gone. They deserve to be gone. He should be putting a fucking wood chipper feet first to just see what happens, okay? There is no reforming somebody like this. There's no, oh, I'm gonna go seek help and get better. This is somebody who is unwilling to seek help. This is somebody who is only willing to reoffend, is only willing to create more victims, and is only willing to, well, let's just say it how it is, try and have sex with all of everyone's kids. Like, it's fucking nuts that somebody can operate like this. And then, like, as we're gonna take a look at, he is now trying to play victim in this whole thing. It's fucking insane. So, anyway, let's go ahead real quick and take a look at the video from the alleged victim, I believe, who is underage, and see what she has to say to kind of just open everything up.
Hello, my name is Kayla and I am unfortunately EDP's victim. I am 16, I'm turning 17, and EDP first started talking to me when I was 15. He messaged me first and I told him my age and he didn't block me. I didn't really know who he was. I remember seeing him back in like 2021, but all I knew was that he was caught in a predator catch before. I didn't really know that he was friends with Tyler, the creator, or any of these other people. There's actual messages of me telling my age to him several times. And there's voice messages of other victims that he groomed.
I mean, regardless of the situation, Kayla, I don't give a f***. Like, she's like, oh, I'm gonna ruin your life. Well, if you think that you can ruin that bitch any more than what it's already been ruined, you go right ahead, be my guest, bitch. As a matter of fact, I'll get front row tickets to see this shit, dude. You know what I mean? It's like, I really don't give a shit anymore, you know what I mean?
You guys are probably gonna be like, oh, Kayla, why are you agreeing with him? Well, the thing is, I had to, you know, so that he wouldn't get mad at me. He threatened me from the beginning. Like, I was scared for my life at this point. I still am a little bit. He sent me nudes several times. He sent me videos of him nutting. He even suggested of being on call with me and me seeing him nut. He had a fantasy of taking my virginity because, yes, I am a virgin, okay? He had a fetish of being with a, quote, young emo girl like me, which, by the way, I'm not even emo. Like, I don't consider myself emo. This is just what this guy considered me. Not sure how he found me. I was on Jidion's Discord. He was on Discord that day, and some people think that he saw me there in the voice call, but I don't know if he did or not. I'm a very public person. I'm a model. I have modeled for several brands before. I also make music. I do know that he's subscribed to my YouTube. He would always make really weird sexual notes. He would, you know, I know for a fact he has pictures of not me, but other victims saved on his phone. And these are like explicit pictures of minors that are on his phone. So yes, he does have CP. I remember waking up some days and feeling the urge to like vomit at everything that he was telling me. But I didn't. I kept this going because this has to be the last victim that he has. He can't just...
All right, so this is a 16-year-old girl who he has sent explicit videos and pictures of himself. I'm not even going to go into detail. She already did. I really don't want to repeat that. It's fucking, what do you even say? You know what I mean? Like, how do you even try to, like, quantify what this guy has actually done? And I hate to even bring this up or, like, point this out, but the truth is, man, if he has done this to this girl, and even after the whole first sting operation, he's willing to keep trying to put himself in these positions, I really think there has to be other people who haven't come forward. There's got to be other kids that this guy's done shit to. There has to be. And even more proof of that, I mean, the girl says that he apparently has underage minors' photos on his phone that are other girls or other kids, and he has sent voice memos to these people, and he apparently even threatened this girl to the point where she feared for her life, like she didn't know what this guy was capable of. And I mean, let's be real, EDP445 is willing enough to have these kinds of relationships with kids. I don't think him putting one of them in physical harm's way is out of the question, right? Like, this is a genuine piece of shit. It's very rare that I actually will come out outright and just be like, somebody deserves to, you know, be just like disconnected from the server, if you know what I mean. But this is just one of those situations, bro. Like, what does the world gain from having somebody like this on it? All he does is go around and harm your children and your neighbor's children and makes them unsafer in a world that's already pretty cruel and unforgiving. He's going around and creating actual trauma and victims. I mean, it's only a matter of time, in my opinion, before either somebody's dad gets a hold of him and just fucking does the job or something. Because, like, that's how these kinds of situations can end up, man. One of these days, he's gonna talk to the wrong dude's daughter and he's gonna try and fucking bother her. And, you know, it's not gonna go well, bro. It's really not gonna go well. And when that day finally comes and we find out that this piece of shit is just fucking finished, I will feel genuinely no sympathy or care that it happened. I mean, I might be sounding mean and like harsh or whatever, but he's a fucking pedophile. I genuinely couldn't care less about how I make him or any of his supporters feel. If you still support this guy after everything that's happened, I don't even know how to describe the level of mental disability you have at that rate, right? And unfortunately, this isn't the only thing we have to go over here. This alone would have been bad enough, right? All of the shit that was said inside of this clip. But you probably know who Jidion is, the streamer and whatnot. I've covered him a few times here on the channel, different situations, right? Well, he set up a actual sting operation and confronted EDP445 outside of his dialysis center and caught him trying to meet up with a minor once again. So he has now tried to meet up with 2 minors. He's had like 2 controversies that people gave him the benefit of the doubt in, where he was accused of being a pedophile. He has a 16-year-old girl claiming he has CP on his phone, has sent explicit videos and photos and messages to several other, like, kids, including her. And now, also, he's trying to defend himself from it, right? So, let's go ahead and see what Jidion and them got up to with him.
If you could guess, Bryant, why do you think we're here? Could you answer me that, Bryant? Bryant, don't be like this, Bryant. I just have a few questions. I want to know what this picture is of you with the makeup on. Do you recall this picture, Bryant? Bryant, can you look here? I just want to know what this is. Like, what in the actual fuck is this? Bryant?
So, he walks back inside the dialysis center, because I guess he has some sort of, like, kidney issue or whatever. I covered that a long time ago, too, but he, was caught trying to meet up with a minor again, okay? And, this, I guess, picture, I guess, it was sent where he was wearing makeup. I don't know, man. Him having a face of makeup, it's goofy or weird or cringe or whatever, but truthfully, it's not as serious of an infraction as trying to, you know, meet up with somebody's kid for sexual purposes, so that's kind of what I'm focused on, personally, right? But, yeah, he got caught again, bro. Like, how many times does this have to happen? I'm gonna just say it. How many times does this have to happen before the police get involved? Because really, there's only like 2 possible outcomes that I see. Either A, the police get involved, they arrest this motherfucker, and he gets the justice or whatever served to these kids that's deserved, and he goes to jail, and, you know, everybody in the prison handles the chomo just as they should be handled. Or B, he's going to continue roaming the streets, creating victims and trauma and tragedies everywhere he goes for his own sick thrills. Until, like I said, someone's parents get fed up and they go fucking meet him with a 12 gauge, you know? And they decide to have some justice themselves. Like, I know a lot of people online are like, oh, I can't believe it's funny, you know? And to a degree, yeah, I get why people find it funny that this happened, right? Because it's comically laughable how pathetic this piece of shit really is. But it's also not funny because he is seriously attempting to, like, violate children. I just, let that fucking sink in, bro. Let that sink in. And keep in mind, bro, and this isn't important, but this is somebody people looked up to, man. Like, this was one of my favorite fucking YouTubers at one point, bro. Back before all the allegations, back before this guy was a scumbag, back before we knew how disturbing of an individual this guy really was, bro. This was so many people's favorite creator. I remember sitting in like PS4 calls with my friends and just laughing at jokes that this guy had said and like laughing at his videos. But like, dude, looking back on that now, it just makes you sick to your stomach because like, who would have imagined that somebody could turn out like this, man? What the fuck goes wrong in your life that makes you go down this path too, bro? Like, and keep in mind, like I said, just a couple weeks ago, dude was on fucking social media making videos talking about, oh, I'm sorry for what I did. I'm gonna go get help so it doesn't happen again. You know what my conspiracy on this all is? I think back when he made that video talking about how much help he's gonna get, he realized, right? Oh shit, I'm about to get caught again, you know? Whether somebody was gathering evidence, whether somebody gave him like a heads up or something. I feel like he became aware of the fact that people were catching him in the act again, and he was trying to like get ahead of the news, right? With some video acting like he suddenly saw the light and he had it all figured out and he wasn't gonna do this shit again. I really think he thought that was gonna work. Like if he posted that video and just faked it and pretended like, you know, oh, I'm gonna go get help, bro. I'm gonna take my big ass over there and I'm never gonna touch and love on a kid again. He thought that everyone would just be like, oh, EDP, he's getting help, bro. Let's rock with dude again. Like, no, fuck you, bro. You're a pedophile. Like, where do you get off thinking that was gonna work? I have no idea, but it can't be that much of a coincidence that only a couple weeks after that, he's on here getting caught again, right? And this just honestly goes to prove my point. There's people out there talking about, oh, there's rehabilitation for people like this, bro. You can fix people like this. They just need a lot of, you know, TLC, some tender love and care. He just needs a hug and told that kids aren't worth fucking. Like, dude, you can't fix this kind of derangement. You can't fix this type of behavior, bro. He's done it numerous times. It wasn't, you know, a oopsie daisy, I accidentally, you know, assaulted that 7-year-old child. I didn't mean to do that one, bro. It's not like that, you know? This is a situation where he actively knew what the fuck he was doing, and he's still continuing to follow through with it. Even after the consequences already hit him the first time. Like, he realistically got off pretty scot-free the first time, because, like, none of the evidence that these guys gathered in the sting was really admissible to the police or anything because of the way they handled everything, so they kind of botched it on that end, right? Then you have this scenario, right, where it doesn't seem like the police are getting involved yet. Like, wherever this guy is, the police department needs to do a sting operation, or they need to, like, fucking confiscate his devices or something and go through his hard drives. Because, like, this girl's claiming he has child stuff, you know? Like, he has CP on his phone. So, like, that's a cold crime in and of itself, right? Like, that itself can garner charges. So, where are the police? Why aren't they doing something, you know? Why aren't they getting involved? If the cops care so much about protecting your kids and shit, where's the protection, bro? What are they doing? And the issue with, like, Jidion and them showing up like this is they didn't show up with the fucking police. Like, bro, all this evidence and stuff, someone needs to, next time this happens, gather it all and just give it to the cops and let them handle it, bro. Because as much as it's worth, like, exposing him and getting him caught again and, like, really solidifying the point that he's a piece of shit to everybody online, he's still roaming free and is still in a position to attack vulnerable children. So, I mean, we're not really nipping the issue in the bud. Now, once again, I think someone's gonna nip the issue in the bud when they pull up on him with a fucking 45 1911 and ask him why he was sending pictures of himself in makeup to their daughter. He might get some fucking justice to him then. But other than that, man, I don't know, bro. I don't get it. Now, he's trying to defend himself, which is just fucking insane to me. Like, he's really on Twitter trying to make it out as if, like, he's some sort of victim, as if, you know, he's been, like, tricked, right? He's trying to make it out like these little girls or whatever online. We live in a day and age where little skank-ass hoes can go around here purposely setting N-words up, Bitch, get a life and get the fuck off the internet. This is coming from the guy whose entire life revolved around the internet, and even before he was a pedophile, he was a loser in real life. Like, bro, we watched your videos. We've heard your stories, bro. You were a lame. I'm surprised that back in school, people weren't smacking the back of your bald-ass head and treating you like a fucking second-rate citizen. Just because of how much of a fucking goofy lame that you were, bro. Oh, these 16-year-old girls are out here setting me up for failure, man. I just can't stop trying to fuck them. Like, what kind of idiot are you, dog? I can't believe these kids are out here purposely trying to set me up, bro. Like, yeah, I don't know. No one else seems to be having that problem, bro. I don't know. No one else seems to be having 16-year-old girls catch them up all the time, man. Maybe it's a you problem, you know what I mean? Maybe if this is like the 6th time you've been caught being a pedophile, bro, maybe it's a you problem. Maybe you're the issue at that rate. Nah, idiots like this can't self-reflect. Like I said, he can't see the wrong in what he's doing, so someone else is gonna have to see it for him eventually. But anyway, with that being said, man, you knew it was gonna happen, right? Like, we all kind of figured it, I feel like, but unfortunately, it's real. It happened again, and here we are. So yeah, do all that stuff I usually say, and